Been out for a day, promo packs are flowing, the teams are grinding. What's everybody's team looking like? Let me know your price tag down below. I'm going to start off with kind of some lower ones, see what everybody's starter team's at. I might take a little bit of an interest in some of the big ones as well. So we're going to start off with 20 to 50,000 coins. For a whole team, I feel like that's pretty reasonable with all of the packs that we've got and just in general all the objectives that we've managed to get. Plus then you've obviously got some foundations, the debut icons that have thrown themselves in. A lot of players, you probably might have like a 10, 20k player just randomly and then a bunch of K players in general. So got a solid team going on. I can imagine chemistry will be one that is interesting to see who's gone flat out Prem, La Liga, Nation, or have you got a little bit of a mix of everybody? Throwing in a bit of Sissy, I managed to get Jones, so unfortunately my debut icon is going nowhere near the team. But unfortunately that is what it is. Cunha on the left wing, debatable. Watkins is nice for a cheap striker. Love Diaby, obviously that quick step is going to do fantastic across the board. We got a bit of Tonali in this one, which would always be interesting. Let's have a look at the team. We have got Totti up front. Another one that most definitely was in that big run-in. A lot of people managing to get him. We got Tonali in the middle at 30,000 coins, which is just crazy. Just as an extra kind of tip on side, I would personally say, so if you're looking for coins, check in the description for El Dorado. Depending on the coin amount that you're looking for, the delivery time is displayed on the website and you'll see lots of different trusted sellers with reviews on specifics and also the ability to be able to pick who you want. It will also show how much they have in stock and obviously you can see that they are verified members. There is 100% refund ability and also 24/7 support if you need any questions with your coin needs. Also if you head over to Trustpilot as well, you can see over 30,000 upvotes for them. You can see how reliable they are. Obviously great feedback across the entire board with El Dorado. So when on checkout, make sure you are using the code JT11 for 5% off your order every time. Discount code JT11. Now let's get back to the video. Just watch out for buying a lot of these players at that very big price just because sometimes they come crashing a lot quicker than what you imagine. We then have the best lower Premier League starter squad. Alanga, love it. Bit of Gordon, Paqueta, Nunez. Okay, I mean, it's pretty solid. Like, I love the right back. I can't remember what. I can't pronounce his name. Ola, I want to say. But in general, he's kind of up there. There's a few left back, right backs. Undogi could be another one for Robinson. And I'm pretty sure there's another right back that throws himself into the cards pretty well. Even going for potentially a Carl Walker and going for them Evos would be an interesting one to say the least. We then have Naz. We've got a bit of foundations going in. A little bit of Portuguese with a Prem as well as then a bit of Serie A. They have been probably my favourite upgrades for any sort of team at the moment. The Serie A and Prem link very well, but then also have a lot of really nice starter cards that you can throw in there. So most definitely an interesting one to say the least. We've got FC26 starter. Okay, I bet they were I mean, you'd have probably seen the woman in the walkout before, because imagine you see the Sweden flag before you see who walks out. You would be fuming. We've obviously got Grimaldo coming in for the left back. Some interesting team of the weeks as well. I'll be interested to see what happens next week. But Haaland obviously in a big price. We did see a lot of people getting our boy Llorente in that max 86 player pick, which is always interesting to see. Getting such a player very early on is going to be incredible for most people. But there's most definitely some cheap beasts going on, like 10, 15k, you know, informs more than likely go up in price. If you're buying Grimaldo at 17 now, once we start getting them SBCs flowing, the team of the week requirements, it's kind of like a no-brain investment sort of thing to put into your team and then also to have as that investment for when you want to upgrade. It's always nice to have. We then go into the Premier Serie A, mixed in with a bit of Saudi for obviously Coman. Having the Rapid Plus is nice. Kudus, not a problem. Spence with an upgrade would be nice. Kalulu, Solet. Okay, I mean, I can see that. It seems to be a lot of people in this sort of realm are picking them same sort of players. Ooh, Minter coming in with a quick step as well. Okay, Undogi, Hermoso, Koulibaly. It's questionable. 16k might not be the move. So let's jump up anyway. We'll go into the higher bracket. We'll go 50k to 100 and we'll put that price range at that 100 to see where's the upgrades then? Because if you're going for 100, you're looking, what, between potentially 5 to 9k exactly per player, and then you might find that you've got like a K player, but then you've got Barella at 40. He was one that I've actually managed to get, but Relentless is just a little bit annoying for him. I would have loved any sort of passing on him, would have been fantastic, but Kolomoane is definitely my inside pick when it comes to a very, very nice striker in the game. We've got a bit of Rashford, who, as much as he's going to be an Evolution's dream, is very expensive for what he is. Now, naturally, I managed to get him tradable, so he's in the team for the right now. Great for the English links. Obviously got James, Gusto, Arejo, Jones coming in with the 0 price tag. A few nice players that you can throw around here. I'd say this is most definitely up there with some of the better teams. Got Syria. How much is Liao? 94, so he's on his own at 94. Always interesting. We go a bit further down. We'll look at, it's got defense 20k. Okay, I mean, Szoboszlai, you got some people on the bench. De Gea's 10k, wow. Gittins, Chiesa, a little bit of Saka at 24.5. I do find it mad. Like, I know they want the power curve to be slow, so the upgrade's going to be slower, but Saka's already 24k. Like, that necessarily isn't out the realms of possibility. Like, you could definitely pick up 24k pretty comfortably with a little bit of grinding. Like we say, there's, even if you've just used your points from obviously the 3 to 6,000 FC points for ordering the game, I just think it's going to be an interesting one to see where this game goes in a month, because they've already started with the promos. Whether that picks up or dies down a little bit, it's very interesting to see where these upgrades are going to come. We got Tony Kroos, Adeyemi, Barcola, Anake, beautiful. João Neves at 32, another interesting one, especially if them evolutions do kick in at some point for him. We go a bit further down again. We've got Man U. We've got Man U, but I see De Bruyne in there, so I don't know if that's meant to be. Paul Pogba is meant to be outrageous in the game as well. I've definitely got to give him a go. Pretty standard, I'd say that's not necessarily going to be on my watch personally. Then if we look, we got 99k, we've got Diaz coming in, 40k for the Bayern, we've got Goretzka, we've got Lema, Tillman. The one that I did manage to get that I don't know the price tag of, we got Kimmich coming in at 40,000. I managed to get him untradeable. Not really utilised him yet, but is an interesting one to see where he could go. We've got Ligon starter team 1. Zakaria, Konate, Conte, Benzema. Okay, I mean, again, it's utilising what you've got. I like it. It's cheap, it's affordable. You've obviously got Diaby, Barcola as the more expensive players. I'd absolutely for it. I know Marmoush is expensive, so 62,000 for him. Obviously, everybody else relatively cheap. Apparently, Marmoush is next level. For an 84, he's definitely going to be on everybody's wish list. We then have Syria starter, and we'll start ramping it up a little bit more. Looking at a K, 4K Lookman. Pulisic coming in at 20,000 is nuts, but he's always had a very, very nice starter team and a starter card as well. Let's jump into these 200k ones, and then we'll just go outrageous. So we've got starter team at 200. You're looking at what? 10 to 15k per player, and more than likely a 5k here, a 9k there, and 0 there. And then you can just afford to get some of the big boys. You've got 20, 55, 26, 25. I like it. You've got 33 on the chem, which is always going to be fantastic. We have got Rodri, apparently, 30,000 coins, low on that pace, but João Neves, Tchouameni, Gravadal, okay, I mean, I could get on board with it. The main thing is playstyle pluses are very scarce amongst these sort of ones, so it is always interesting to see where that next level steps in. We've got Endo, who's featuring in a lot of teams at the moment. You got Chiesa, you got Rashford, Ferland Mendy, who I've got untradeable, Rudiger, Lacroix coming in at 23, obviously with that massive pace. Bit of Trent as well, throwing himself in the mix. Always nice. We've got Osimhen. 20k as well for him in the Turkish league. Vitinha. Okay, I mean, you've got a few players that you could definitely get on board with. Like Davinson Sanchez really doesn't look that bad of a card. Great pace upgrade for him. Like, I swear his pace was awful last year, so he has had an absolute glow up when it comes to this year. Very nice to see. Tomori has been phenomenal as a starter centre-back for me. Then if we go further down, we'll kind of look at starter 2. We've got a bit of McAllister in there. 12,000, 4 for Loftus-Cheek. 23 for Ekatike. Love Hugo. I think Hugo in an upgrade this year is going to be brilliant. Obviously got Endrick and Mendy on the bench as well there. And we pick one more. We've got Premier starters. We've got a bit of Kudus. Okay, he's gone for the full bench as well. Is he Cappy? I think Cappy is not 100k. Is he? Oh, I was going to say, there is, so I mean, 41k is still crazy, but there is no way that is 100,000 coins. That would just be absolutely criminal. And then if we jump up, I want to see what the million coin teams look like now, because naturally, these are the teams that everybody will eventually get to, but you've more than likely got to have been very lucky to get this sort of level. Obviously, some players like 300k for Hakimi, 158 for Kounde, Courtois at 72. Some of these players I haven't really even looked at. Rodrigo at 90, just because they're so out of the realm that I just wouldn't really pay this for them yet. You got Musiala coming in at 145, 400 for Bonmati, 360 for Yamal, which, to be honest, is it's reasonable to some extent. Like, I'm not going to pay it because he more than likely drops an incredible amount, but it's nice to see a card at such a level. You've got Valverde at 570. Wow. I mean, that's half the price budget there. You've got nobody else over the 100k. That is just absolutely absurd. We've got a bit of Haaland at 1 million. Imagine you managed to get the Haaland in form and then everybody else is just so cheap. You know you're getting them untradeable as well. It's just always going to happen. We then see with the mains, we've got Khan, okay, you got Konate coming in at 60, 300. I do want to check as well what we got. We got 120 for Kvaratskhelia as well. We got Virgil at 300. I mean, it's expensive, but it's reasonable for how good he truly will be. We then got Sweden FC. Okay, I mean, I can get on board with that. I mean, where's... Oh, okay, the price is obviously coming in at Schmeichel, but I was just wondering, where on earth is all that price coming from? Then you've obviously got a couple of foundations, Kvaratskhelia, Salma, Patry, Pacho as well coming in expensive. It's that Hakimi. Hakimi coming in at an incredible price. Then obviously everybody else, Gyökeres at 285 as well, which is always interesting. But then if we were to just go outrageous, where do we see all of the icons as well? So you've got a lot of the heroes, 420, 1 million, 555. It's absolutely nuts. Because you don't really see multiple icons and heroes in the same team, it's always interesting to see what price they actually come under at this point. You got Prem Starter 25. Wow, yeah, I mean, it's very nice. Like, Carragher actually probably ruins it a little bit. Right backs we just don't have at the moment. We've got Salah at 610. I was going to say Isaac at 240, 150, standard across the board really there, but very, very expensive to say the least. And you do have a Real Madrid. There's no 14.2 million. Wow. Just expense beyond belief. Vinny at 1.4. I know Mbappe is at just a level at the moment. I'm pretty sure he was up there in the, I was going to say the 4 to 4.5 million. Absolutely nuts. But let me know down below, where does your price bracket feature in? Is it on the lower end? Is it on the higher end? What's your kind of stats at the moment? Who's your best player? Let me know down below. I'll catch you all for that next one. Peace.